For the past 3 years, I've been working remote as a software engineer, enjoying the perks of working from home. With no commute and a personalized workspace, I've been able to work comfortably. However, over time, the routine started to get boring and I wanted a change and to switch things up. Being inspired by van life and taking work on the road, I decided to take remote work to the next level. And so now I'm building out my car and gathering essential gear so that I can visit natural landmarks across the state while still being able to work. And today I finally received the key item that will power my entire setup.
Himself a grave and all these things come out to play. I wanna feel your nothingness, I'm just a figment in your brain. I remember broski told me that nothing is the same, and now we on the road to righteousness through thunder or the rain. I got numbers on my mind, work's peak, coming home to off cause on my line. Never needed more hours, but I'm running out of time. Said I got bigger fish to fry. So as I breathe, I feel the stress relief.
So this is the Jackery Explorer 2000 V2. So this is going to be my power station to provide me power along my trips. And this is going to charge my car fridge, both my work and personal laptops, as well as my Starlink, which should be arriving sometime later today. Once I get it, I'll do an unboxing of this Starlink as well. So I chose this power station in particular because of its form factor, but also its capacity. So it holds a capacity of over 2,000 watt hours, which I think should sustain me for at least 2 to 3 days. So it has 3 outlets here, which is more than enough. It also has these 2 USB-C ports as well as a USB-A port, which I think is going to be nice because I can just directly charge my phone or my laptop straight from the USB-C without using the AC outlets here. And it also has a standard car charger here, which I don't think I'm going to be using that often. So before I give this a go, I'm going to charge it up while I do some work and we can test it out later.
How many times, how many fears, how many rhymes, how many things that we had to go through. Now we're standing here just aligned. Everything works out here in the end. Everything falls into place in time.
So I joined a new team and it's been around 2 months now. So my previous team, I was working in the front end. So I was coding in JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. And it was pretty rewarding because I can actually see the work that I was doing on the website. But now I switched to a different domain and it's more of a security team for internal developers. It was a pretty big decision for me to take because it's a completely different line of work. And I didn't know if I wanted to continue the path on my previous team because there's definitely room to grow as a developer. A lot of roles opened up. And so my manager was basically telling me, you know, I can step up to fill that role. But with how the product was going and what I was working on, it was starting to get pretty cluttered and cumbersome to work with others to build a product. Being with this new team, it's been great so far. I've been learning a lot. You know, joining another team is you kind of have to like learn everything and onboard yourself to really understand what the team does and what the team owns. Working with the team, I actually got to use Python and I was pretty fluent in Python. I'll post the video here where I was talking about my experience with Python. But yeah, it was great. I didn't think I could code in Python again since I was primarily working in Java and JavaScript. So I definitely recommend moving internally if you have the opportunity to do so, because this gives you the opportunity to work on different projects that you may like more than what you're doing now, and also work with new coworkers that you could, you know, gain a lot of information from. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for this new chapter with this new team, and I'll bring you guys along the journey with me. Okay, let's check up on this thing. Looks like it's 100%. It's fully charged. I think it only took around, 2 hours to fully charge from 27% to 100%. I also didn't know that there's this light section here, which is pretty cool. It'll definitely be useful. But I'll test this after lunch. Okay, so the Starlink just arrived. I'm gonna unbox it and just get right into it. So I decided to go with the Starlink Mini because it's pretty portable. It's only the size of, a piece of paper. And although it has slower download speeds than the standard Starlink, I still think it's pretty fast and it still fits my use case. And I just realized just now that in the box, there's actually instructions here on how to use it. So it's only pictures, but you can see here that you plug in the Starlink to an outlet. You get the Starlink app, you sync it with your phone, and there's also the pole mount that you can attach to get better reception. I'm not going to test the Starlink now because I don't want to use the data at the moment. I'll save it for another time, but I do want to test the Jackery and see how it works.